Lummi is definitely a salmon people, Salish Sea people.
We're water people, we're fishing people.
Always have been, always will be.
I think hundreds of years ago, my ancestors paddled these waters. They did it for different reasons than what I'm doing, to feel the connection again, to feel the connection with myself again, because I want to keep growing. It's my passion, it's what I love, and it's what keeps me going.
We're located in the Pacific Northwest, Washington State, and we are on a peninsula here, the Lummi Reservation, and we have about 5,300 Lummi enrolled members here. Fish is a part of our culture, it's part of our way of life. Everything that we do, fish is at the center of it.
I believe what you're witnessing and what we're witnessing and living through right now is what happens to the salmon is happening to us, and there's a deep despair that we can't put into words. It crushes our soul.
There are clear indicators at Lummi that we are experiencing a drug epidemic. And there's very clear indicators that we are still dealing with historical trauma. We can feel it, you know, when somebody passes away here from drug overdose. It's not just a stat, it's not just a number or a trend, it's our family. You know, it's our future leaders, it's a future chairman, it's the future fisherman, a future elder who's gonna pass down the teachings of who we are and where we come from. So it hurts, it's painful, and it's gotten to this place that we're becoming numb to it. We declared a fentanyl crisis here at Lummi Nation because it is a drug like we have never seen before, highly addictive and very easily accessible.
The difference between fentanyl and other drugs that are out there, fentanyl is cheap, and it's a lot more powerful. Therefore, it had a faster and harder impact on our community.
When I first started at the police department, the drug trend was different than what we're dealing with today. There's always been some sort of substance issues. When I was growing up, it was marijuana. And, if you could afford it, it was like cocaine. As I got older, other drugs were introduced, produced. And, the drug trend has changed. A little while ago, it was you only have to deal with the, fake Oxycontins that had fentanyl substance in them. Now we're seeing actual fentanyl powder. We've actually been seeing the fentanyl powder being, the colors of it changed. So they're like, kind of Skittle colors and things like that. The impact has been great, and, loss of life. We see, you can see the trends of the pills. Like when there's a strong dose of fentanyl in the pills, you see a high number of overdoses during a short period of time. You have parents now that prefer these substances over their own children. And now you have children that are being displaced from their homes, their mothers, their fathers. They're being taken care of by, other family placements, relatives, whether it be aunts or uncles, grandparents, great-grandparents now are, taking care of these children.
My name is Marcel Hilaire. My Lummi name is Sila Ma, it means granny. And I lost my son in 2019. I have a daughter, her name is Shelby, she's 32, and I have 5 grandkids. My son used to call him Oops. Oops, 1, 2, and 3. But yes, he was a hard worker, loving boy. He struggled with opiates, and he was only 23.
We just had a memorial for Marcus and Eric, and they're my cousins. Maria and Marcel are my aunties. The most handsome, beautiful young men that I've known. And my cousin Marcus was struggling with addiction and in and out of treatment. And his last bout of treatment, he was just doing so great. He was just this ball of energy and positivity.
He'd bright up the whole room, and he always reached out to people and encouraged them and showed them how lovely, they are and how beautiful. Some people, he'd make their day by his supporting them.
And I saw him often when he came back from treatment, and he stopped me in the hallway just right outside here and told me that he thought it'd be really good for council. It was that year that he had this small and quick slip of relapse.
He ended up dying in December 20th, 2017 from his overdose at my home. But he was only 27.
But him and Eric were just so loving and so helpful to so many people here at Lummi in their young age. We're always there for anybody that needed it, and their stories are endless and are forever with us. And I think that's the hardest part about it is we're always going to miss them and ask ourselves, what if, or what could we have done better as a family? But I think that one of our answers to it is to be more like them, and to make sure that we're always sticking together, that we're helping one another, that we love each other, and continue to share our light, the light that each of us carry.
If tribes out there are really wanting to help keep their children and their adults away from it, try to find ways to incorporate your culture in your recovery programs more. The real thing that saved me wasn't a treatment center. It wasn't the outpatient program. It wasn't any of the recovery meetings that you can find out there. The thing that kept me clean was canoe pulling, was being involved in what we do in the winter, was all wrapped around culture.
Yeah, teamwork, dedication, lots of dedication all year round. And it's commitment. It's a lot of commitment.
Yeah. It's cold.
Good job, ladies. Same time, same place tomorrow. Marissa Bay on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Marissa Bay!
That's it.
So long as we hold our way of life, so long as we hold our values and our teachings, we have the flexibility to try creative ways of addressing the drug epidemic. Perfect example of self-governance is our Lummi Blackhawk singers, our youth that go to school and bring their backpack, pick up a basketball and shoot around, and at any moment set it down and pick up a drum and put on regalia, speak our language, and follow our protocols and our way of life.
We want to keep our stories alive. We want to keep our people alive. Well, we have to keep our culture alive. We have to keep our language alive. Teach the language to our people while they're in recovery. Teach the culture to our people while they're in recovery. We might have a better chance.
Our vision is that we will build a place of healing, and one of the next steps to that is a detox facility, state-of-the-art, but with a holistic approach, with our culture at the very center of what we're doing.
So yeah, there is hope. I believe this problem can be solved, and it definitely starts at home, with community, resources to get the basic things implemented and in place. So I'm talking jobs after, I'm talking, dental. And I think Lummi's doing a phenomenal job. Just those little barriers that we face.
We have been through a lot as a community, but if you look around our home, There's so much progress that is happening, not just in terms of building things or building capacity or being creative in how we're addressing the drug epidemic, but also we see it in our children, our youth. And we've been governing ourselves since time immemorial. We have been taught how to take care of ourselves, how to take care of our spirit, take care of our home, as well as the resources therein.
This lifestyle is something we've done for more than 150 generations. It fills our soul, it fills our spirit, it continues our identity as Lummi people. And yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way. I wouldn't want to be born into any other place or nationality. It's being Lummi is the best thing ever.
Way oh hey